Hey guys, what's up everyone? Welcome back again to another video from the Apex Predator Billiards Training Club. My name is Apexelgenio and we are back for yet another singles match. I do have to apologize. There was in fact a doubles matchup between myself and St. Clair Swaby versus Shane and Kevron, but that footage was lost and then I had to just skip to this singles matchup here between myself and the veteran Lee Miller. This is a 10-ball race to 3 so far. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the most recent uploads. We're at the moment right now, Shane's team is leading Team Apex Predator 3 points to 1. I have to really come up with the goods here and deliver and try to win back a point. So let's see how this match goes. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button, guys, to be notified. For the rest of December, I'll definitely have some wonderful content for you, as also what is coming up for 2024. Look out for that. All right, so here we go. After the races, Lee has broken off and no ball is down. 2 players, these are 2 A-level players. Myself is an A-level player. Lee is a veteran A-level player. So it's expected to be a much more controlled match. Nothing too overly exaggerated like a lot of misses. You're not going to get a lot of that in this match. So let's see what it has to offer here. Trying to play some sort of safety. Definitely my first huge error. May have played that one ball a bit thick. So selling out there. First open opportunity here for Lee. Let's see what he does here with his chance. Oh, unbelievable scratch. This doesn't happen very often, and it won't, I can promise you that. It could be the pressure. Lee hasn't been playing a lot of competitive pool for the better half of 6 months, so it's a little fresh to him. I have not been playing a lot, but I've been playing more than what he has been playing. So let's see how he goes about handling himself in this matchup here. Draw shot into the line of the 3. That's the only pocket. So it's a good shot there by Apexelgenio. The only available pocket from where I was for the 3, and I landed perfectly then. Just gonna pop this 3 straight in past the 5. Let's see here. Nice stun follow into the reel, coming back out. Didn't have much of an option based on where I was, so it was a little bit difficult to get back onto the 4, but I'm just gonna go for a safety here. Just kind of knock the 4 ball to the side rail and bring in the cue ball around to hide behind the 7. Didn't get it behind the 7, but the 9 ball is a nice blocker here for me. So Lee Miller is just going to try to massey kick, and he was successful in doing that. And he actually gets a little fortunate here because the 4 ball has clustered itself up onto the 5 and now it's not makeable. So what does Apex do here? Perhaps going to have to try to get Lee Miller to play a little bit tough here. Trying to maybe go behind the 5, but again, yet another sellout. So 2 brutal mistakes there by Apexelgenio. This is way too much chances to give the veteran Lee Miller, because like I tell you, this guy can definitely run some rocks on you if given the opportunity here. Nice clean opening shot there for Lee. The 6 ball is in a bit of trouble, so it's going to be interesting to see how he gets out on that. Tries to play 2 reel. Is he trying to go in between the 6 and the 8? I think that's what he was trying to do, but the speed got the best of him. The speed got the best of him here. So he's just going to nudge a little safety. Hide the 6 behind the 7. This is pretty good. That's a very good safety. You can see that I'm having a look to see if it goes behind the 7 for a kick. Doesn't seem as if there's enough ball space. Not gonna do too much with the rock here. Probably just tie up back the cluster. The kick on the 6 is available, but there's no justice really. You can see that I'm having a look at whether the kick makes sense. Doesn't make no sense I try to kick at the 6 and open up the cluster because Lee's gonna run it. So I'm just gonna just tie up the 7 with the 6 causing an intentional foul. Alright, that's not too bad. Lee can't do too much with that. And I don't see how he's going to perhaps try to 3-foul me. So I think that's a wise decision to see what Lee's going to go about doing here. I'm not sure if there's a strong bank available. He doesn't look aggressive in his demeanor. So he's probably looking to perhaps play another type of safety. Or is he going for the bank into the side? I think it makes sense to go for the bank into the side. Let's see what he decides to do here. He's going for it. Almost made it though. Almost made. But now the 7. Tough pot here on the 6. Really tough pot here on the 6. It's going to be very difficult to get back onto the 7. So it looks I'm going for one of those type of safety. Hiding the cue ball. Getting the 6 back down to the short rail here. Using the 9 as a blocker. Very, very good safety shot there. That's what's going on the highlight reel there, because the pot was available, but the decision to go for the pot instead of the safety was what made that shot had a lot of value in it. A wild kick there by Lee, getting contact onto the 6, but wasn't good enough because now he has literally left an open 4-ball layout here for Apex, which is most likely going to be a very good clearance here. So the 7 ball have a slight angle here on the 8. Not sure if it goes into the side or into the corner, but I'm going into the corner, so I'm gonna have to stun into the side rail and come back out to the middle of the table here. Really nice stroke on that. Confident walk around the table by Apexelgenio. And as expected, the match is poised to be a very good one at that. You're not going to see a lot of uncharacteristic missed or wild misses. You're going to see quality pool, proper positional play, proper speed control, proper everything you're going to see in this matchup. So Apex to take a 1-0 lead and to try to grab back a point for Team Apex Predator. It's a good lead there. Good rock. Good safety there on the 6. And so Apexelgenio has a 1 rack advantage going into rack number 2. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, guys. Turn on your post notification bell. Leave some positive comments and questions down below. Let me know if you want to see, because I'm planning to do this event again, but a lot more structured, because you guys would have already known from video number 1, the team matchup. The actual event was not completed. Circumstances beyond my control prevented the event from not coming to a conclusion. But at the end of day 1, Shane's team was leading us 5 points to 1. And we had some very interesting matchups to come. But let's get into it here. I have to share the special moments with you. So let's see how it goes here. So nice break off there. Ball get down. Apex is on the 1. It's going to stroke this 1 into the top left, top right. Not too bad. Great position here on the 2. Not sure if the 2 passes the 6, but definitely a safety is available. Just knocking that 2 and just hiding behind the 6 ball. Pretty good there. Even though the kick is easy for Lee, at least then Lee doesn't have an opening shot here. So Lee's just going to try to kick and perhaps try to keep the cue ball up here. Oh, what a miss. That's a really bad miss there. Maybe he kind of rushed the shot a little bit there. It's pretty tricky. The 2. We have the 4. So many options available. What will Apexelgenio do here? It's a little bit difficult to get back onto that 4, because I'm also thinking about the 5 ball. Looks as if I'm going for the 4. Look as if I'm going for the 2-8-4 combo. So I'm gonna have to play this a bit hard. And not too bad. Tied up the 8 ball there. So that's gonna be troublesome later for one of us. So now I have a shot here on the 2 into the side, but it's difficult to get back onto the 5. So I'm going for the safety. Just gonna leave Lee Miller here a bit tough, just overcutting. You'll hear that I called the actual 2 ball into the side, but it was just Sykes. Wasn't going for the 2 in any way, shape or form, just leaving the pot here tough. So let's see what Lee decides to do here. He's trying to play a safety, or was he trying to go for the 9? I don't think so. It didn't look all out aggressive. See, I'm calling it in the side here. So just trying to bank here, going all out aggressive. I know the 8 ball is tied up, so I can definitely go on the offensive here. Try to bank, got pretty close, but not close enough. Missing that shot. Lee still doesn't have an easy shot here. And we remember, we do not play combo on the 10. If you pocket the 10 on a combo, it has to be respotted and you continue your run. So Lee tried to play a containing safety here, just banking the 2 ball, 2 rails down to the short rail and leaving me tough. I'm gonna have to go for another safety here. The banks are not available. Both players are not willing to attack if it's not clear, if it's not a clear run. So just using some check sides here, trying to hold behind the 7. Again, getting a bit fortunate. Look at where the 2 ball has landed. Landed in an awkward position. Lee has called the cross side bank because the cut into the side is not available. So Lee actually called the cross side bank. But definitely a sellout there. Not the most convincing execution there by Lee. But let's see, Apex is going for the cut on the 4, or is he going for the 3 rail bank safety? At least that's what I was actually trying to do. I was trying to bank and hold the cue ball behind the 7 and bank the 4 ball, 3 rails come around for a safety. It didn't work out, it leaked. So Lee has a carom combo, or he's going for the cut with inside spin. Nice shot there by Lee. He has his chance now. He has his chance now. Pockets the 5. Hold position for the 6. A carom 8-10 combo is available, so I don't think he's worried about the tied 8. I think he's going to probably try to break it out now. Don't think the angle is there though. He was trying. He definitely was. He was trying to break out the 8 in that shot. The angle wasn't there. Let's see what he decides. You can see now he's looking. He has a little grimace on his face. He's not very comfortable playing those types of shots, but he most likely will have to do it in this one. So he's going to have to pocket the 7 and leave himself with a nice angle here to pocket the 10. Now after pocketing the 10, guys, based on the rules that we're using for this event, if he pockets the 10, he's going to have to spot up the 10. Oh, nice shot. But he's a little disappointed. At first, I thought that he didn't call the 10, but he did. But what he's disgruntled about is the fact that when the 10 is spot, it's going to be right in front of the 8. And that's what I was a little bit concerned about, why he was disgruntled. And that's what he was disgruntled about. The mere fact that after potting that shot, he now doesn't have a look at the 8. So unfortunate here for Lee. He's gonna have to kick and try to get a bit lucky here. Probably kick into a containment. He's calling the 1 rail kick on the 8 into the side, and I'm not very comfortable with him doing this because he has done this type of shot many times. He missed it completely though. He missed it completely. Still got a touch on it. Got out of the safety, but pretty much a sellout here. And Apex will definitely need to just get down, pop this shot, and get in line for this rack number 2 here. Alright guys, look out. Lots more videos are coming up, guys, so definitely look out for that. We have a doubles matchup. A-level players playing against C-level players. So let's see how that goes out. Oh dear, oh dear. I promised you that there wasn't going to be a lot of miss, but there are going to be missed shots. Little bit of a tough pot there. Should be makeable for Apexelgenio. Let's see here. Lee has the 8 and missing again. This is very, very unusual and very uncharacteristic by both players. Not sure if it's the pressure, not sure if it's the moment, but I missed a couple of shots there. And landing a bit awkward here on the 9 because now I have to be stretching and I literally don't really have. I think early in one of my videos, I don't think there was any bridge available, but I think that I'm going to get access to a bridge. The time is running out. I've asked them to stop the clock or pause the clock until I can get the bridge out. So there we go. The clock has already restarted. So now I have to draw this cue ball back up for position, some sort of position here on the 10. Let's see if I can get an easy shot here. The draw shot is easy. I'm going to have to control the draw though. So let's see what happens here. Setting up here. Drawing the cue ball up. Not too bad. Would have loved not to be on the short rail. Makes the shot a lot tougher. But I have a shot here on the 10. So I have to settle down here. Try to get in to this match. Focus on the line of aim here, Apex. And try to deliver. Here we go. For a 2-rack advantage. Rolling it in. Ooh. Missing. So close. Definitely a tough miss there. A bad miss there by Apex. Bad position from the 9 to the 10. Definitely is going to pay the price. Lee Miller is definitely going to take advantage of this opportunity here. So just cutting that 10 in and drawing the scores level. So what wasn't the perfect rack. Wasn't the perfect rack. But it continues. Both players are now still in the game. It's now a race to 2. Let us see what Lee Miller will come up with on the break. Alright, we have the officials, the players' officials coming in, having a bit of discussion as to what. I'm not sure what the discussion is about. But sometimes they become very unaware that the camera is there. So again, I do apologize, guys. I think Leron there in the yellow shirt, he's completely unaware that he's standing in front of the camera. And I'm actually playing, so I'm not even focused on the fact that I think everybody knew at the beginning that the camera was there. But he's going to move in a moment, guys. I do apologize for the blocking in the view. But here we go. Break off there. Lee Miller broke. No ball has been deposited. So now, Apex has the chance here to do something special. I have a cluster with the 8, 5, and 10. I try to get some sort of position on the 2 here. I'm gonna have to try to play some sort of safety here. Gonna overcut the 2 ball to the side rail and try to hide behind the 4 and using the 5, 8, 10 as a blocker. So pretty good shot there. I'm not sure if it's wedged up behind the 4. So Lee Miller is looking. Okay, so it's definitely wedged up. He can't see the side rail for the easy kick. So he's going to have to go 1 rail or 2 rail here on the 4. So he's going 1 rail and missing the shot by 2.5 balls. So nice safety element there by Apex. Since the rack is a little bit nasty, I'm going to go for another safety here. So I'm going to be banking the 2 and getting that cue ball in between the 5 and the 10. And using the 6 and the 5. It's a great safety here. Lee Miller has a tough kick on this 2. It's not easy. He could probably play 2 rails, but I'm not so certain. So he's looking at the 1 rail kick. He's in some trouble here. He tries to kick, but again, missing the kick. So Lee Miller is on 2 fouls. He's on 2 fouls and he's probably going to get another safety. I'm going to try to wedge this cue ball up towards the 5 while banking 2. So if I can just nudge as I've just done here, lock it up against the 5. And that 2 ball has went into a nasty position here for Lee. You see that there is a slight applause there. Tough kick. It's going to be very difficult for Lee to even touch this ball. It's nowhere in, it's not in a clear path. He's wedged up against the 5. This is perhaps going to be a 3 foul, and he fouled on the 5 anyways coming out. So a 3 foul rule used there on Lee to get a 2 rack advantage. Well, in fact, a 1 rack advantage in this very short race to 3 there. Lee didn't do much wrong there, literally. I played the shot, the opening shot. I played a safety on the 4. Good safety. He tried kicking 1 rail. It didn't work out. I played another good safety, wedge him up behind a cluster. He tried to kick, didn't work out. And then, so it was just 3 brilliant safeties in a row there by Apex to extract that 3 foul rule on Lee. So, good rack there, good decision. Apexelgenio, 2 racks to 1. So, break off here. Not too bad. Ball has gone down, and it's a chance for Apexelgenio. Can he capitalize and take this win? Do you see that I'm looking at where I need to be for the position on the 2? I'm actually on the wrong side of the 1 ball, so I'm going to have to play 3 rails and come into the line of the 2. Using a little spin perfectly, landing exactly where I needed to be. Now, as I mentioned, guys, you're not going to see a lot of missed shots. You're going to see a lot more proper level of pool being played here because we're both A-level players. But I can safely say that this is one of my biggest weakness. This is one of my weaknesses in my game. Sometimes I overthink, overcalculate. Look at this shot, for example, here that I played. This is what really turned the game around for Lee. I missed that shot. It was a little difficult. I was straight in on the 2, but it was really challenging to get back onto that 3 ball that was there. And I was just trying to settle for whatever I could get on the 3. And that pretty much got Lee back into the match because now Lee has an open opportunity here on that 2. And that could be real detrimental because, like I said, with an open table like this where there's not much problems, Lee will definitely take his chances here. And so he has done. From the 2 to the 3. He's now on the 4. He's looking at the 4 into the side. So he's going to cut this nicely and just come right back out. Hold position for the 6 straight down. Little overroll here. Is he okay? He doesn't look concerned. So he's fine. He's perhaps going to just roll. Oh, so he went for it in the side. Okay, nice. Nicely done. And Lee Miller. Beautiful. Nice pot there on the 6 to get back onto the 7. And once you see his face and he's looking very vicious, he smells blood and he will capitalize. Nicely done here. And now he has the pot again into the side on the 9. Easy pot, natural cue ball position. Once it goes in, cue ball naturally comes back up to the short rail. Just double checking his potting angle, not taking anything for granted. We've already seen when you take shots for granted what can happen. So he's just making certain that he lands perfectly here on the 10. Nice run out there by Lee Miller. Great pot. Great run out. So he has drawn level. And now it's a hill match. So race to the hills for who will take the lead. It's already a 3-1 deficit for Team Shin, the overall score. My team is depending on me to really win this. I definitely know where I messed up on that shot. I played a really good pot there from the 1 to the 2, but that uncharacteristic miss. And it's a miss that I've struggled with. Sometimes I tend to just not be very smooth with the stroke and miss that odd shot. So I've lost many racks in my career like that. So that there is very unfortunate there for Apexelgenio. But now it's a hill match. Let's see how it pans out. Not a bad break. Oh, that's not good. A ball is down. But Lee is snookered on the 2. The table is wide open. Only problem looks to be the 9 ball that is very close to that side rail. It's a tricky ball, so that's going to come in handy later. But Lee's going for a push out here. Pushing out. Interesting push out here. I'm definitely not giving him this back because I can see the ball. But what can I do here though? What can Apex do? The bank is not really available. There's a bank shot available in the side, but I'm not sure if of the angle. I think I'm just going to go, just bank it down table. Oh, that's not good. That's a sellout. That is a sellout. I was trying to get it down to the short rail, but that wasn't enough. It's a long, difficult putt. Even though it's an 8-foot table, guys, believe me when I tell you, it's not as easy as most persons will think. So Lee has the putt on the 4. On the 2, pardon me. Nice putt there. Definitely a sellout. This is the chance that Lee Miller has been waiting for. He's just gonna putt the 3. Oh, is it enough? He looks a little bit exasperated though. He was trying to stun draw. But can he see enough of the 5? Oh, he saw enough for the bank. But that's a sellout. And Apexelgenio has the chance of a lifetime here. All he has to do now is to just get back onto that 7. Let's cut this 5. Try to get in between the 8 and the 7 here. Let's see if I can get at least some sort of look. Trying to beat the pot, trying to beat the carom. I landed on the 7. It's not too bad. Still very doable. The natural path of the cue ball goes down towards the short rail and back up. So let's see if I can hold position here. Pot the 7. 1 rail, 2 rail. Cue ball is a bit heavy. Willing the cue ball to hold. Leaving myself a bit thin here on the 8. This is problematic. Because the getting back onto that 9, I'm going to have to go 2 rails. So it's a thin cut. Perhaps I'm going to have to stay on the same side where the 8 is. Because it's a little bit difficult. If I try to use any sort of spin on this thin cut, it's going to be difficult. So I'm going to cut it thin. Try to cut it thin and stay on the same side as the 8. Oh, missing. Oh, this is trouble. Trouble in paradise. And just that little double kiss on that 9 may have just developed the 9 just enough to make it easier for Lee. So Lee's going to go 2 rails here. Coming around. Cue ball's a bit heavy. Needed to be a little bit tighter on that, but is somewhat straight in. It's about 15-degree cut shot here on the 9. Lee has to be very smooth with this delivery here. And if he can just pot this 9, he has taken the victory. Great knock in there by Lee. An unfortunate defeat there for Apexelgenio on the hill. I had the chance. I had a 2-1 lead. I think I was just kind of questioning myself as to where I actually went wrong. But nevertheless still, congratulations to Lee there for capturing the 4th point there for Team Shane. So guys, I will see you in the next upload. Well, it is in fact the final upload for this series of videos. So until then, take care and I'll see you next time.